Playback. Shout out Low and Agent. Dr. UMAR cooks modern black man. What is going on, bro?
I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked at as resources.
Okay.
And then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash. He's shining a little bit more. His access to money is quicker than mine.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to have that.
Well, no, one, I agree with you, but that's not all sisters.
No, it's not. It's
and if
not.
you're constantly running into that type of woman,
Yeah.
then the problem is you because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why is
why
that?
not have that same energy for women? You just again you have
Because
the man
we having a
responsible.
conversation as men.
Yeah.
I got plenty of interviews with all women where I check them too.
Right.
But as a man, you should not be concerned about what I say to them. No. As men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do to produce a better generation of black males for tomorrow.
Is he spitting?
He's spitting.
Yo, is he spitting right now?
He's spitting.
Oh, he is spitting.
He is spitting.
How's it his fault? I want him to elaborate on that. How is it his fault he's attracting these certain women? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know.
Bro,
Dog.
really getting at these, bro.
What though?
That's
that is such
talk
a
to these.
take.
Talk to him.
I'm not gonna lie, the problems most people have in dating, I don't have it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't attract that. Like, I just don't attract it. But like, it's
because you don't be in the spaces where these people.
Yeah, it's not that it never happens, but it's
you're just not in the spaces.
Correct. Yeah, I'm
so
like,
you don't run into these fugazis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might not work out, but I don't engage in a lot of the toxic I be saying. Like, that's not me, bro, and that's not what my experience is at all. So I always find it crazy when that's
Literally, bro. It's not none of my experience either. So I don't understand how it's like. How's he attracting them type of females? I don't know.
all I hear about on Twitter and stuff like that.
Because you would act as if like that's all you hear.
And no brag, but like there are artificial reasons why somebody would want me. So I should be dealing with it more. I feel like I'm just not.
This was even crazier. What he said is the same logic that they tell to women all the time. If the only type of men that y'all keep bumping into are bum, that really speaks about who you are as a woman and the places that you be in. Because the good men, they
valid. Now I understand. Now I get it. Yes, yes. How you talk, who you surround yourself with, where you go. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. I could see why he said it's his fault, you know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, I'll say that. I feel like to a certain extent it is his fault.
exist. Good women also exist. So if you all keep running into the same type of woman, then that's on you. That really tells me about who you are as a man.
How could you have the same experience so many times?
So many times.
You had the same problem.
I had to talk to these niggas too. I talked to these niggas personally. No, I did. You think I'm joking?
Wait,
I went to the stream. Yeah, I went to the stream and I talked to them.
What you mean, like in a Discord or in the chat?
There's a video on here.
It's in this video?
No, not in this video. Well, it might be. I don't know. They might got a snippet. I don't know. Me and Omar and I went there.
I didn't even know.
Omar and I went there. We had to talk to these niggas like we was dead at time. Like, nah, Omar was kind of spitting on y'all.
He did. That's what he said is factual, bro. And the only people that disputed are people that have continuous negative. But some people like that shit, bro. Just be honest with yourself. Some people like the toxic shit.
Yeah, they like that, bro. They like that shit. That's why you hear bitches, oh, I like me a street hood nigga. I want him to choke and hit me when we go crazy. And then I like. That's weird as fuck. But tweet your own, Bible. You know what I'm saying? Tweet your own. It ain't for me, though.
It's more fun to you. I just would rather have this.
You keep it a bean? You know why they niggas like it?
Why?
Because what I'm starting to realize, a lot of you niggas who start making money, you low-key, high-key, cornball-ass niggas.
Yeah.
And what happens is you got money now, and you fucking with women with low vibrations, because you know those are the ones that are easy to scoop up. They enamored with your money. But if you actually messing with...
Yep. You got money. That's all they looking at. Ooh, he got money. I'll let him clap. The fuck? Do not clip that shit. Because I don't want no out of context shit. Don't be that fucking person. But yeah, bro, it's just, yeah.
With real women who actually want to build with you, they not. You gotta do more than just like flash and money type shit.
Yeah, but what he's
For
what
sure.
talking about in the specific.
But nah, because let me say that too. Let me say that too, because the ones that are willing are ready and they're open to hold it down for you. to a female. They ready. I'm talking about they ready, bro. They be the first ones complaining. I can't find me a real nigga. Everyone's a fuck boy. But the ones willing to hold it down for you, you not even giving them the time of day. So you sit here saying money don't matter to me. What he got going on don't matter to me. This is the third. But the ones that you wouldn't even give the time of day to, the ones that are willing to hold it down for you, you won't even give that. You won't even look their fucking way. So what is it? Are you clearly don't want nothing. You clearly don't want nothing. This goes for the motherfucking niggas too, bro. They out here looking for bitches. Oh, I want me a loyal girl. La, la. Like, bro. And it be them same ones because of how they look or what they got going on doesn't attract you, whatever the case. And it's like you blowing them away too. You know what I'm saying?
Just like flash and money type shit.
Yeah, but what they're talking about in this specific clip is, oh, but what if she just finds somebody with more status or more money? So
why would you want to fuck with them? That's what
exactly.
I'm saying. She leaves you over that. You have been blessed.
You've been
nigga.
blessed.
Yeah, simple as that. You've been blessed, bro. She ain't cheat. She ain't using you. She ain't gonna use you. You feel me? She's probably gonna be treated like shit by the other motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's a blessing in disguise, but it's a blessing, a curse type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you think she good, but then she ends up leaving. It's gonna suck, but God did you the favor, gang. You're not saying.
That's
wow,
she wasn't for you,
not
bro.
real.
Like you've avoided.
Why are you complaining about that, nigga?
Because that's a horrible thing to find out 5 years in or 10 years in or after you have kids.
Yeah.
That's a brutal thing to find out is that she's willing to leave if another nigga
Niggas
got more
complain
status.
about like what happens if I buy a car and while I want to test drive the tires flat. Okay, I guess. Like I don't know, nigga. I guess don't buy the car. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, like even if it's not your fault, you should take responsibility.
You see how I did that? You see how because the manosphere they be using women in car analogies all the time. You see what I did there? You see how I did that right there?
You know, obviously, you know, a big thing. Obviously, we spoke about the gender wars, you know, earlier. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation nowadays about, you know, the value of what a woman brings and the value of what a man brings in a relationship. And now there's a lot more rhetoric from our women that we hear is, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, right?
Yeah, we hear that a lot too. But let's keep it real, man. There's a lot out there saying that. They saying that, but they be the same ones talking about I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want a motherfucker to take care of me. What happened to being independent, baby? You know what I'm saying? What happened to all of that?
Right.
That's pain speaking, though.
Right.
Because most black women know they will never get a man. A black woman can have sex whenever she wants.
Right.
Because she's beautiful. She can have a bed mate, but to have a soul mate, she may never get. I have 2 daughters, 11 and 20, right? My oldest will be 21 this week. Statistically, right? There's a strong chance my daughter could be one of those. I hope she's not. She could be one of those who never get a husband because only 1 out of 4 gets a husband. You see that? So when a black woman says, I don't need
I don't know
a
if that's true or not.
That's
but
insane.
That's insane to say, bro, because that's your daughter you talking about. And you basing it off statistics. How about how'd you raise her? How's her mental? You know what I'm saying? How does she carry herself? You gotta have some form of like how do you say? You might have or you have, I don't know the right word, ingrain something into her brain to teach her. You feel me? You raised her. She should be up here damn near the same way as you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You basing it off statistics, but hey, man.
It is true. That's crazy. I don't think that's true.
That's
though.
insane.
Say that I don't think only 25% of black women get married. I think it's higher than that, but I guess. I could be wrong, though.
man. That is a reaction to the reality that I may not get a man.
So why not preach? Because I understood, you know, you're obviously against interracial relations when it comes to black men with black women. I mean, with white women.
With all women, you should only be with the black woman.
And you will say, well, if you can't find a good woman in America, there's
somewhere else.
Wait. You should only be with a black woman. Isn't this the same man who has a white girl, a white? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I bugging?
Absolutely.
So why not teach that same rhetoric to our women? Like,
I do.
If you feel
I
like
tell sisters all the time, go to Africa.
So
I know sisters who marry. I just what it says. She invited me to the wedding. She just married a brother from the continent.
So, but instead of saying they will never get married,
I'll take sisters to Africa who married brothers they met in Africa.
Right.
So yeah,
I think there's plenty. I think there's obviously plenty of black men, black women. So
and what I also tell black women, if
married,
you're going to go get you an African man from the continent, you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated? It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well,
but it's different.
It is, bro.
It's tolerated.
It is entirely different over there.
Entirely different.
It's way different, bro.
There's rules to socializing over there that we don't appreciate here. If you're,
bro, it's like we hear it all the time, bro. It's like I'll use Dominicans for example. You go to Dominican, you feel me? The traditional way of a relationship, a household is woman cooks, cleans, does all of that. Husband works, you know, regular shit, bro. Like I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible too. Like in the Bible says something along the lines of like those things. You feel me? Mom at home raising kids, cooking, cleaning, whatever. The traditional shit, right? That's like a Dominican man coming to the U.S., living out here, and expecting that from all these women out here. She could be Dominican, you feel me? She could be Portuguese, she could be anything. But it's like just he grew up knowing and seeing that so much. His family, you feel me, has done that so much throughout the years. They still do it to this day, maybe. And it's like, my boy, it's different out here. You can't be moving like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're older than me, even by a year, and I talk disrespectfully to you, you will get the shit smacked out of you.
So I should start smacking the shit out of you.
Yeah, if I disrespect you.
I'm older than you.
But I just don't respect that rule.
I know, but I'm starting to respect it.
But like, there's a lot of rules we don't follow. You can't just pick and choose which traditional rules you want to follow, nigga.
I'm picking and choosing.
I guarantee both men and women do not want to play by those rules, which is why when y'all had the opportunity to deviate, that's what happened.
Yeah.
This is what everyone chose, by the way. Yes. Everyone chose their own independence. Let's stop
Exactly.
pretending like it got here by accident. Everybody chose. Women wanted to be able to do it themselves, and so did men, and like all of this.
And going back to my story with the guy coming to the U.S. from DR, he probably came out here and didn't like how women were being treated in DR. He didn't like them always doing these certain things, so he wanted to come here and change all. You know, feel me? It's like you got control of all. You got control over what you got going on, bro. And if you got a partner, y'all can come together, talk, and come to an agreement type shit. You feel me?
This friction happened because of decisions that everybody made collectively. It's just a trend because we collectively made those decisions.
Over here, I want to say this to us, though. Because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years.
Okay, when it says single parent homes, technically speaking, if they're not married, it would be.
So they could be together still, but
yeah,
it's
that's
still
just
insane though.
That's still bonkers, bro. Because like, why would you count it like that just because they're not legally married? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're a couple. You might as well just put them being together into the equation of a marriage. I don't know.
Crazy.
You know how crazy this is to me? Because until I was 16, I didn't even realize like divorce was a big deal because everyone in the city I lived in was first generation immigrants. So the kids, we were all born in Canada, but all of their parents moved from Sri Lanka and India and China and Ethiopia and Somalia. So like it's the opposite. I actually didn't have any friends growing up that their parents weren't married. I had zero. Everyone in my school, dead ass. So it is.
Wait, what do you say?
Their parents moved from Sri Lanka and India and China and Ethiopia and Somalia. So like it's the opposite. I actually didn't have any friends growing up that their parents weren't married.
That their parents weren't married? Yeah. That us. Yeah.
I had zero. Everyone in my school.
That's crazy.
Dead ass. So it is just like big cultural difference, and it's like that back home too. Like it's uncommon for people to not be married like at the age of like 23, 24, 25.
But here, I mean.
But again, I think people want this though. Like you gotta think though. Like people, you want to be a doctor. that takes significant effort. You're not going to graduate till you're like, what, 26, 27, 28? And then even then, you're working long hours. It's going to be difficult for you, especially if you're a woman. Now you want kids. How are you going to balance it too? Like, a lot of people in first world countries choose their own passions and their own career over a family. And that's okay. That's a decision that you make because you don't have to have kids. If everyone in the economy decided not to, it would fucking crumble. But like, you don't have to. And when people don't have to, they choose to prioritize other things. And that's kind of what this looks like, is people just prioritizing things that aren't family, which is backwards, because when you ask niggas what's important to them, what's most important to them, what they say? Family. Cap. Because there's cultures where family is the most important thing to them. I don't know. I think that's so crazy to me.
I don't need a man because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
Wow.
What? I guess you could. If that's my wife, maybe, because I picked her. But all my life, I'm not responsible for... Are you insane? I think he means collectively, but on an individual level, this makes no sense.
No, he's talking about collectively.
Yeah, but then he's like pointing at them like they're the collective.
No. Well, in the thing, he clarifies numerous times, like, I'm not necessarily talking about y'all.
Talking about men.
What
do you think about that?
I guess my theory behind it all is that I understand what he's attempting to say. I truly do. I understand what he's attempting to say.
Crash course on self-accountability.
I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep it a being with you all just from my perspective. I think that there is a generation of black people that failed miserably. I'm just keep it a being with y'all. Because there's just no way during civil rights era and before, black people were still able to be in families. They had strong bonds more back then. And then even now, the numbers are trending in a more positive direction in many regards. But there is like this gap of like degeneracy from black people that just doesn't make any sense to me. It's not comprehensible. And to be completely transparent, I know some of them. I have some of them in my family and stuff like that. And I just see it. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, how did that happen? How are you like this subsection is this fucked? I just don't get it. Now, I disagree where it's like I have to bear responsibility for what the people before me did. But I understand where he's coming from, where if there's a generation of people who are growing up and that's all they know, and of course it's going to be more difficult for like certain women to like, to give a pause of like, I don't know about da because this is all I know. This is all I've been seeing my entire life. So I do understand that concept. And for people out there who want to know, yes, Dr. Umar also speaks his way to black women as well, where he says black women need to be more patient with black men as well. Y'all, I know a bunch of y'all niggas gonna be like, oh, but what about women? What about women? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Grown men are talking right now, bro. But I understand where he's coming from. But in my humble opinion, I think it's just there is this generation of black people that really fucked up. And I'm not saying it's all their fault. There were systematic implications that happened that aided that process. But I think that process, that group of that generation of black people, I think they have a lot of say-so on what's happening now. And those are to an extent also the generation of black people who are speaking out much more often and they're passing down rhetoric from one generation to the next. And so now you hear a bunch of 20 to 30 some year olds speak about black women in a certain way. And I'm like, nigga, I don't know where you been, nigga. I don't get what you're talking about, bro. I just don't get it.
And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? Pants sagging, weed smoking, what we doing about it? Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father, but guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't.
Overall, I see where he's coming from. Overall, I understand.
Damn good father, but guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough. She had to become masculine to survive the the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs
if
to
we
be
was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
you're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good quality men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her that.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie.
He's cooking. He's
going crazy.
Why that motherfucker even there, huh?
You going crazy?
You know the problem?
Riddle me that, nigga.
Okay, but you know the thing, it goes both ways though. Women.
That's the point he don't understand.
Women pick the degenerates and men pick the degenerates.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Both of them pick each other.
And that's the point that this is the reason why I want to do the video. What y'all niggas don't understand, y'all pick each other, bro.
Which is why I say that's what people's experience has been is not mine, because
it's a representation of who they are.
By those. And then
you know what's even crazier? The fucking degenerate women don't even really they try to, but they don't really even fuck with niggas on this shit.
They don't.
Cause they know for a fact they not gonna know.
But that's the cheat code, at least for me.
But when niggas say this, y'all telling on yourselves, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, degenerate women don't really fuck with what niggas on their real purpose, because they know for a fact they don't level up. They don't measure up to what is expected of them anyway.
He's right in like a self accountability way, but it obviously applies in the inverse.
Yes.
But like it's just funny when you're being addressed as such. Obviously you don't want to take it personally because he's talking collectively. But like he's right though. Like if
you niggas too many Pookies and Ray Rays around here, y'all the problem. A nigga would be I understand I'll be heated like, nigga, if you don't shut up. But yes, what he's spitting, what he's saying is a fact, bro.
The solution to this is to create a culture of happiness, family, hard work, and success. In all reality, that's it. You need more people to do all of those things, to care about family, to be successful, to be all those things. And when that becomes the thing you celebrate in your culture, you start to see it more because people want to be celebrated. But if the thing you're celebrating is degeneracy, you're going to see more of that.
But that's my point though. My point is what was celebrated when we were coming up wasn't as much as degeneracy as it was before.
I agree.
So that's why I think if you're talking about the next generation, sure, but then that means that's our fault because we should not allow that shit to happen.
I agree.
To be fair, to be 100%. In our generation, like mid-20s to mid-30s, or even that generation grew up off of a different playing field. Like it was just different. And so, when you look at those numbers in particular, those numbers are drastically different from the two generations prior. They're drastically different in many regards. But I understand what Dr. Umar is saying here, bro. He low-key, high-key spitting. These niggas they playing around with the community, bro.
Did you stop mid-sentence?
Nah, niggas need to really feel that. These niggas, they need
I thought I paused the video.
to really feel it, bro.
Yeah.
If this is the role that if you want to play this role, you have to understand this what comes along with it. Everything he's saying is true. If this is a role you really want to play, and as soon as you complain from a leadership perspective about not being an adequate leader, you don't come across as a leader anymore. Just keep it at being with you, because niggas who lead, they can't. There's no room to complain. Only room for taking criticism and trying to implement that in the real world. That's what it is. So like you got to just take it on the chin and keep it pushing. I don't understand when men. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Yo, man, as black men, we gotta stick together, build together, grow together. I think that should always be the vibe of the conversation. Stop being concerned with other women doing, bro. We're not worried about them, bro. If you really the leader, if you really the man, if you really the provider, if you really supposed to be the one making the decisions for the community to make it better, we talking men shit, bro. We're not talking about no women right now, bro. Man up, nigga.
This nigga's insane.
Yo, am I not spitting?
No, I agree.
Yeah. I know, but see, that's why I fought with you. I know you agree. I know you agree with me, boy.
All right, tell them what this video is about.
Which one?
This one right here. It's the last Dr. Umar video. This thing is blanking right now.
Damn.
Check that video, man, if you haven't watched it.
Damn. Yeah, wasn't this the part where he's like, he don't even date black women? I don't know, gang. So our community is in Twilight Zone. The responsible BM are being treated like criminals for not wanting to clean up a mess. They had nothing to do with while the criminals, trappers, journalists, scam artists get pedalized, treated like victims. Barely a minute in and he already spitting facts. Damn, he is right though. More often than not, both men and women focus too much on the problem that both sides create instead of analyzing those problems and properly Educating young people before they step into that world. We need to start thinking of solutions where both sides prosper instead of complaining about problems and being exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, this shit goes with women as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? When he's stating he checks women, correcting the guy that brought it up, saying that shouldn't be his concern. His concern should be raising the next generation of better black men. Is 1000% true. He is right. Too many times on social media when my friends and I are out, we hear other guys complaining about what women do and use that to justify their weird behavior, insecurities, etc. Constantly deflecting, deviating, and placing blame, but never taking accountability. Yeah, bro. So it's crazy, man. It's deeper than what it is. You feel me? Way deeper than what it is. Because 9 times out of 10, people ain't thinking too far into the future like that. Oh, I'm going to be like this. When I have a kid, I'm going to teach them. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people ain't thinking too fucking thoroughly deep, far into it. You feel me? Hey, man. Let me know what you guys thought. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm out.